going to the House for more politics. Well, it seems like Hillary Clinton just wants to continue to shoot herself.
Yeah, it feels like it just grazed my biscuits right there betwixt them.
Well, maybe not her biscuits, but she probably keep wanting to shoot herself in the foot. Now she's being involved in some pay-to-play scheme. Let's take a look at the news.
But it came out that her people pay for play. It's illegal. I mean, it's illegal. And we'll see what happens with it, folks. We'll see what happens with it. But it's very serious stuff. It's very, very serious.
That was 2016 GOP presidential nominee Donald Trump earlier today talking about Hillary Clinton's shocking pay-to-play scheme between the State Department and, of course, the Clinton Foundation. Now, it was revealed yesterday in newly released emails.
You have tapes that they were hiding that shows that millions of dollars were given the Clinton Foundation, and the State Department did favors for those people that they knew had given millions of dollars. That is a direct violation of 18 United States Code, Section 209. That's called illegal. It's called criminal. And I will tell you this. If I were back in my old job as a U.S. Attorney, we'd begin a RICO investigation.
Okay, for those of you who don't know what pay-to-play is when you get a rich donor or a rich lobbyist, someone who has a lot of influence as far as money and other means of getting a politician into office. Once that politician gets into office, they in turn will sponsor legislation or give a family member of the sponsor a job or do something like that. It's pay for play. It's the same thing that Rod Blagojevich got in trouble for when he tried to sell Obama's Senate seat. He was like, I'm not going to give this up for free. Somebody's going to give me something. So that's the pay-to-play scheme that's been going on since the government's been founded.
Is there any way to get rid of pay-to-play?
There is. You need to do several things. You need different term lengths for Congress. You need term limits for Congress. You need a different election process, and you need greater transparency, because the problem here is massive. As of June, 12,553 lobbyists were registered in Washington, D.C. Now, when you add in the staff that goes with those, it's an estimated 90,000 people are associated with those lobbyists. That is 167 people per Congress member. And it's also about $5 million, because $2.6 billion is spent on Congress lobbying, all for special interest.
And special interest. Special interest groups are those groups that have special interest. They could be a environmentally friendly special interest group. They could be a Latino group, an African American group lobbying for certain things for their demographic. It could be the oil people, big oil, or big casino or whatever, airlines. They all got these special interests that they go to Congress and say, hey, Congress, Congressman or Congresswoman, I'll help fund your campaign. I'll help defeat your opponent to get you back in office so you can put in some legislation that will assist me in making money on my end of the deal. So that's the revolving door. And some congressmen, they end up being lobbyists, and some lobbyists actually run for Congress. It's one of those things. Well, let's go to one of the persons who were like the king of lobbying.
Jack Abramoff may be the most notorious and crooked lobbyist of our time. He was at the center of a massive scandal of brazen corruption and influence peddling. As a Republican lobbyist starting in the mid-1990s,
What? He was a Republican lobbyist?
he became a master at showering gifts on lawmakers in return for their votes on legislation and tax breaks favorable to his clients.
And Jack Abramoff was good at getting to his Republican clients. Even if he couldn't get through the congressman or the senator himself, he can go through his staff. But this is not just a partisan problem. This is bipartisan. This is Republican and Democrat. Take a look at this.
Well, let's talk about the lobbyists. Republicans have gotten more money from lobbyists this election cycle. If you look at the breakdown there, more money than Democrats. But Hillary Clinton tops the bipartisan list. And by the way, Donald Trump has only received a little over $10,000. Hillary Clinton, number one.
And again, that's the problem with politics on both sides, Republican and Democrat. We have too many special interests out there that are only out for their being. And it goes on. It's been going on for years. The Clinton Foundation and Hillary getting into office, even though she may not have been, I mean, you can argue on the legality of it, but it just looks wrong. It looks bad how a big donor can somehow get straight through the State Department and get someone on the phone on Clinton's staff, whereas a person like me, when I call the White House, I get that person that's at the front desk and can't get past that, and they send me to a message. So that's how bad it is for the little person like me who can only donate so much to a campaign, and someone who has enough money to run a campaign. It's bad on both sides. But for Hillary to be involved in this, even though, I mean, she right now, if you look at the polls, she's winning in most of the states, even some of the battleground states, she's winning. But to continually have stuff like this pop up on you just does not look good. And most people don't like Hillary Clinton anyway. Me right now, I'm still trying to understand why, but it is what it is. Whatever reason you got for hating Hillary, whether it be her policies, the party she's affiliated with, the emails, all the other controversies that she's involved in, whatever reason you got to hate her, it is what it is. You make your decision, but I would say this, get up and vote. That's all that matters. If you want your candidate in, go out and vote. If you don't like the policies that are being played, go out and vote. All right? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel, and until the next news article, peace.